from Europe to the Orient here. Lijiang Tower Night Market is going to be our first map here. And wouldn't we love to see a bit of Bastion? I feel it's not likely at all, but again, with these two teams playing in. And LW Red, we know they favour a bit more of a heavy DPS composition. Or I don't really know if we're expecting to see that manifest in a big way here, Jason.
I hope so. The problem is, I don't think Sabiolvi is going to stick to Tracer once he sees Eska playing Mei, unless somehow Nanohana can work really well together with him. Yeah, I expected like Lunatic to play really more of a tanky lineup. Maybe Tajum switching to Tracer if they do see the time is right. But LW Red, they're sticking to this. So they want the Tracer, they want the Mei. So Tajum, can he hit the hooks on a Sabiolvi? That's going to be the big breakdown. That's going to be the big determining factor between the two teams.
Well, Luna's sticking to the Zenyatta as well, and you're already seeing this. We've seen this before. This is what LW Red did against Rogue yesterday. He managed to get that flank around the side, and it works out well. The hook comes in from Tajun. He tries to get the flank around the side, but Miro already picked off by Luna around there. Now, he goes down, of course, very squishy target. Toby picks him up a double kill, actually. So 2 for 2 so far in this opening exchange.
Yeah, look, it's a bit risky to play I guess sometimes Zenyatta on this map, but Luna's playing as Zenyatta into a Mei-only comp. It's 4 tanks plus Mei, right? So a lot more safety for him. And they've also got a Sabiolvi now on that Tracer against Lunatic. So it's essentially 2 damage dealers here. And you can see now that is starting to be, pressed. That advantage is starting to be exercised a little bit more now. Gambler gets 2, Pulse Bomb already for Sabiolvi. Luna gets Miro. That Zenyatta could be the difference here if Lunatic keeps stacking tanks.
You really can't underestimate how much damage a Zenyatta does. He does a lot of healing, 30 health per second or per 5. And then you have Sabiolvi able to work off the back of that Discord Orb. And then you have Nanohana as well trying to get some icicles. And if you freeze up a target, if you freeze up a tank, Discord him and then attack them with everything you have, they're going to die no matter what.
Well, good hook coming out there from Tajun, but unfortunately he was walled off from the rest of his team when he was quickly picked up. You see Jaehong going down. Jaehong back on the Diva, by the way, as well. Something to keep our eyes on throughout this game has been switching back and forward.
There we go, Tajum. Switch to the Tracer. So we don't have the Roadhog anymore. Trying to battle up against Sabiolvi, so pretty much exact same comps minus the Ana. So Dean needs to make the Ana do something.
Yeah, less of a matter of battling Sabiolvi, more of getting rid of Luna. Jumping on top of that Zenyatta as well. Gambler will have to be very, very careful. And you can see Luna getting burnt down now. We're going to have a Blizzard drop straight on down as Lunatic try and engage.
Well, self-destruct launch straight into it. It's not going to catch anything as everybody runs for the hills around the side, but it's bought all the time they needed. There's going to be the Blizzard catching Nanohana off guard. You can see them chasing through. Toby, though, with the Transcendence, just says no, walls himself into the corner. Not sure his buddy's going to be too happy about that. Lunatic will get taken down eventually.
It's like someone carrying a radiator into a snowstorm trying to stay warm. That was what that looked like. Take my heat! And so far, I'll see LW Red is still in control of the point. Lunatic haven't even got as far as getting to the main market here. It's all shenanigans, but they're falling further and further behind.
Well, the changes from Lunatic High, of course. Jaehong did change across to that Zaya at the same time as Tajun.
My God.
Nanohana catching Tajun off guard there. Well, the icicles are deadly.
The problem is, there's like 20 seconds left. We're at 90% now, and Lunatic High are trying to respawn, trying to regroup together, but all they're going to have is Tajun to get on the point, ideally, if he can pull this off, though it's going to be really difficult if he gets walled away from this one. 95%, they have to get to this point now. They need overtime.
Well, he's going to go try and ride the side. You can see Eska's making a run for it, but you can see 98% will get on there. Tajun, very low, gets a quick rewind. We have to back stuff back around. He's got the pulse bomb available now to drop in there. The wall's going to be again. Janus gets caught, but he does survive. Mira comes through. Nanohana will take him down. There's the sound barrier getting dropped, the beat by both teams as Tajun tries to get some damage down.
Blizzard dropped and Tajun now trying to recall out. He does just manage to slip away, but Sabiolvi's outdoing him. 2 kills coming out for him, and Nanohana fights Tajun eventually here. LW Red make a very strong statement here. 100-0 on the first stage here, and like we were discussing off air, I feel as if that proclivity to go for extra damage dealers and the mechanical skill for LW Red puts them in an advantage here.
So this goes back to something that Achilles and I were discussing just yesterday when we saw LW Red playing up against Rogue. Sabiolvi, you look at Tracer in general, you assume that Tracer's going to kill his supports, right? That's what we saw Tajun doing, trying to go for Luna time and time again. Problem is, Sabiolvi doesn't do that. He doesn't go for supports, he goes for the tanks because he has... he goes for that damage, he goes for the pulse bombs, but more importantly, he has a Discord Orb to help him, which we don't have for the Tajun. So he gets more damage onto these tanks, he's able to kill these tanks, build up pulse bombs quicker, and on the side of Tajun, he wasn't able to pick up supports at all because there's a Lucio and a Zenyatta being protected.
And it's actually a safer way of killing tanks than Reaper because you don't have to get up nearly as close, and you can avoid, if you can avoid the hook, it's a more robust way than Reaper, who has to get up in their face.
Well, changes here. Nanohana switching over to the Soldier 76 now as he comes piling through and go into Night Garden. Night Garden, well, it's Garden. Is it night? Either way.
You're not wrong.
I'm not technically wrong, no, okay. You see the shield being worked down. Sabiolvi once again on that flank this time. He is looking for those supports. He is looking for Toby. He is looking for Dean, and he's going to find them. Janus comes through, and that is Lunatic High being decimated out the back.
Tajon. They're getting a hook on towards Nanohana here, but he's already lacking teammates. There's only him and Jaehong left, and eventually Jaehong is going to fall down. A bit of stagger there as well, helping out LW Red. And look at the damage they just did. Janus, Meko, Sabiolbi, Luna, all very well much on the way to their next ultimates, or their first ones at least.
Yeah, Luna, 82%. And Janus now with his Earthshot already. Like, that's insane. For Luna to build up ult like that shows how much damage he was doing and really providing his team with onto these tanky targets that Lunatic's High is running. They have 4 tanks, and a Discord Orb's going to just absolutely demolish them.
Yeah, the aggressive Earthshatter coming straight out from Janus. I don't think Lunatic High were quite expecting that aggression, and that's forced them right back into spawn.
Sabiolbi now has a Pulse Bomb ready. They've got a huge suite of ultimates, and they're all aggressive ones as well, with the exception of that Transcendence. There's every reason to expect LW Red to hold on for a successful fight, and now we're going to see Lunatic High consider working around on the left, but they're not sure what to do. You can see them. They're confused. They're deliberating here. They're trying to find a way to break in.
And I think Luna is just waiting for an opportunity to use Transcendence. Ideally, it would be when Ru Jaehong has his ultimate available, the Graviton Surge. Pulse Bomb's catching nothing, but look at this. No one's even looking at this man. He gets so much free damage off.
Yeah, it forced him to scatter a little bit. Didn't manage to catch the kill down, but Tajon forced to switch his focus. Now Miro, nano boosted up there, comes around, but Transcendence quickly over the top of it. Dean gets picked off, Toby goes down. Nanohana just being untouched. Gambler picking himself up one, and Luna. It's a spread of kills for LW Red, and Lunatic High still lost at sea.
LW Red are leaps and bounds ahead of Lunatic High right now. They disengaged off that point. As soon as we saw Miro receive a nano boost, they backed up into the courtyard and just waited for that to subside, then came back in as a 6.
Exactly, even the Transcendence, which might necessarily needed to be used, but they played that one well. They played that one perfectly to a T. Now 80% built up for them. Lunatic High weren't even able to capture the point just previously, and at this rate, they're not going to be able to do it on the second. Remember, just a best of 3. This is not a best of 5 on Control.
This could be all over it right now, because there's going to be the self-destruct coming through. Janus gets a quick double. There's the self-destruct collecting 2. Janus finishes things off. 94%. I don't even think they can get back close. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That's going to be 2-1 to LW Red. And wow, 100-0 rounds. I did not expect quite such a dominant performance on Li Xiang.
And I think, even though myself and Jason both agreed about the fact that LW Red will be a little bit stronger, coming into this, we probably wouldn't have expected it to be such a gulf between the two teams' performance on this map. The Zenyatta play that is available to LW Red, as well as the combination Nanohana on the Mei and the Tracer being used for Sabiolbi, it's an